So, is it really possible to get a Shopify dropshipping store up and running with the least amount of money possible without breaking the bank, without having to spend thousands on developers, designers, but instead, you're going to be able to do it yourself, get a fully optimized store up and running in less than 15 minutes or so? Well, the answer to that is yes. And in today's video, I want to walk you through all of the different steps that I take myself when it comes to building stores nowadays for me to test out products, to see what works, see what doesn't work, so that I'm going to be able to go from there. And the way that this can be done is initially by using this AI store builder. So with this, you're going to be able to, number one, choose your niche. From that, it's going to add winning products from that niche onto your store. From there, you're going to be able to now make slight changes to your store and of course be in a position where you could potentially start earning. I've shown this on my channel quite recently, but they've made some changes to it. And what I want to do in today's video that's going to be different is that I'm going to take you through every single step that goes into this process. And I do need to give you guys a quick disclaimer and let you know that this video should not be taken as financial or business advice. All I'm going to be doing is giving you the information that I wish I had from the very beginning. So just treat this video as a form of education, but I'm sure if you're able to stick through it from start to finish, you're potentially going to learn something that's going to help you out when it comes to doing this particular side hustle. But jumping straight into it, one of the first things that you're going to need to do is access this AI store builder. I'm going to leave it in the resources down below so you can check it out. And the way that it works is that it's going to design your store for you. But again, we're going to walk through everything together step by step. So what I'm going to do is click on build my free store. On this next page, it's going to ask you to enter your full name, email address, and a password. So you can enter this in, or what you can do is sign up using your Gmail email address. Okay, perfect. So on this next page, it's now going to ask me to select a niche. So it's very important once you get to this point that you pick a niche that you're happy to center your business around. For example, if you're someone that likes fashion and apparel, you've got, more interest than the common person, then select this one. The same thing goes if you want to focus on selling sport and fitness products, you're going to select this one, and the same thing goes with all of them. Now, I'm someone that sold electronics and gadgets over my time, and I've also sold pet products. So the one that I'm going to pick in this case is going to be pets. But I'd say don't worry about it too much. The benefit of using this AI store builder is that if you don't want to sell pet products, let's say in a few weeks time, a month's time, then you can always switch it to another niche by going through the process all over again. But the next page is going to ask you to select two images that's going to go on your homepage. So I'm going to select this one and this one. Then I'm going to click on done. From this point, what you need to do is create your Shopify account. So just to kind of give you guys an understanding as to how this works, you're going to be able to design a Shopify store for completely free with this store builder. So you're not going to have to pay anything when it comes to the actual theme and the design. But the only thing that you are going to need to pay for is a Shopify trial. Now, Shopify is one of the best platforms when it comes to building up a dropshipping business. This is for so many different reasons, but one of the main reasons is that it makes it really easy for beginners to get started with it. Literally, it only costs $1 and you're going to be able to use Shopify for the next 3 months with no limitations. So all you got to do is just click on Access Shopify. Once again, you just need to enter your email address over here. From there, it's going to take you through a series of different questions. So you can either go through them one by one, or what you can do is skip all of them. This is what I would recommend. So I'm just going to click on it just like this. Okay, great. So I've now got my store set up. Once you're at this point, you don't need to do too much. You could just come back over here just like this and then let the AI store builder know that you've completed this step. It's now going to ask you to link the URL of your store. So you just need to go back over to it, copy everything in the bar at the top and just paste it in there just like this, and then click on save. And this is where you now need to access your Shopify trial. So all you need to do is go back over to Shopify. In the corner over here, you're going to see that you can use Shopify for 3 days, but I would say that you want to extend it for at least 1 month, or of course 3 months. So what you want to do is click on select a plan. And 99% of you that's watching this video are going to need the basic plan. So you're just going to select it just like this. And then from here, you're just going to fill out all of your information. Okay, perfect. So that's now been done. And once you've done that, it's going to ask you to install this app onto your Shopify store. So what you got to do is click on install app. And it's going to be on this page where you need to start adding your top selling products. So the way that this AI store builder works is that it's going to design your store, but the actual software that's going to load the winning products onto your store is AutoDS. And the good thing about AutoDS is that they offer a 30-day trial. So all you got to do is come down here and click on register to AutoDS. But before you do that, I would recommend that you go through all of these different steps and just make sure that you understand what you need to do. So the first thing is that you need to click on join now. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. Once you've entered all of your information, it's then going to ask you to select the platform that you're going to be selling on. Of course, it's going to be Shopify. Once you've selected Shopify, you need to select a plan. And the one that you need to select is this one, which is the Starter 500. From there, you just need to select a payment method. Once you've selected the payment method and you've also inserted the payment details, that's the point where all of the different winning products are going to be loaded on your store, and they're also going to be connected to suppliers already. So this is really powerful because AutoDS is one of the biggest dropshipping softwares that are out there right now. They've got thousands of different reviews on Google and Trustpilot, and they're also one of the #1 rated apps in the Shopify App Store. So the amount of data that they have when it comes to all of the different products that are selling right now in the niche that you chose is definitely going to be helpful when it comes to shortening that learning curve. So all you got to do is follow through with that process. Once you've done that, this is what the AutoDS dashboard is going to look like. And it's going to be from here where you're now going to be able to view any additional products that you might want to add from your niche. So this store is going to be centered around pets. So if I wanted to see all of the different products that I can start dropshipping within the pet niche, I'm going to be able to do it from here. But there we go. My store is now live, it's fully built, and I'm going to be able to view it straight away. So if I just click on access my store, as you can see, this is the store right here, and I'm just going to click on this link so that it can take me to the actual site. Okay, so this is the store, this is the layout, this is how it's been able to design it. If I click on catalog, it's going to take me to all of the different products that is loaded onto my store. So I'm sure that most of you that are watching this video can already tell how efficient this is, because if you wanted to get to this point by yourself without, any skill, without any experience, you're going to have to pay, maybe $500, maybe even $1,000 for someone to get you to this point. So using this AI store builder, it definitely takes away a lot of the headache when it comes to doing this yourself. There's going to be certain things that you need to do once you get to this stage, just to make sure that everything has been set up in the right way. Now, if I just go over to the back end of my Shopify account, I'm just going to click on settings. You're going to have to come up with a brand name for your store. You're also going to have to go through the policy pages, make sure that everything has been done accurately. And you also need to come over here to the Shopify payments page. And then you just need to click on complete account setup. It's going to take you through a series of different questions where you need to verify your identity. So you're going to have to get your documents ready so that you can actually receive money once you start generating sales. So this is definitely one thing that you're going to need to do. I would also recommend connecting your Shopify store to a PayPal account as well. But once you've done a lot of the back-end stuff, and don't worry, I'm going to leave a full checklist in my description down below that's going to lay out everything that you need to do, I would recommend connecting your Shopify store to a Google Search Console account. This is really important to do because if you don't sign up to a Google Search Console account, Google isn't going to know that your website exists, which means that they're not going to be able to show it to people. It's going to be deranked, and it's just going to be a lot more difficult for your potential customers to find you. In addition to that, not signing up for the Google Search Console account is going to make things difficult if you're someone that doesn't have a big budget when it comes to driving traffic to your site. And don't worry, I'm going to explain that a little bit later on towards the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. But another thing that you want to do once you get to this stage is connect your newly built Shopify store to an email marketing platform. The one that I personally use is OmniSend. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because you're going to be able to set up an email pop-up on your website. And with this email pop-up, you're going to be able to collect the email addresses for people that have either bought from you or not bought from you. And I'm sure that you guys already know how important this is. Now, the email marketing software that I personally use is OmniSend. It's the one that I recommend to beginners that are looking to get started. Reason being is that you don't need to spend a lot. You're not going to have to, pay anything when it comes to connecting it to your Shopify store. So all you got to do is come over here to Start Now. By the way, I'm going to leave this link down below so you can check it out. So you're just going to click on Start Now just like this. Once on this page, all you got to do is click on Sign Up with Shopify. It's then going to give you more information about them. As I said, it's free to install. You're going to be able to see that they are highly rated in the Shopify App Store. And there's some more information over here. But all you got to do once you get to this point is just click on Install. And it should then take you over to your dashboard. And it's going to be within your OmniSend account, where you're going to be able to do everything you need to do to manage your email marketing. Now, of course, the initial thing that you're going to need to do is set up an email pop-up. So let me quickly show you how I would do that on this Shopify store that I just built. To do that, I'm just going to go back over here, click on forms, and it's going to be over here where you can now view all of the different pop-up templates when it comes to how you want it to look on your website that you just built. Now, I'm going to keep it super simple, even though I could use any one of these different templates that allow me to use an image. I just want to give you an idea as to how this works and what you need to do once you finish building your site. So the one that I'm going to select is this one over here. It's a super simple pop-up that's going to ask the person, would they like to save 10% on their order today? You know, most people are going to say yes. Once they click yes, it's going to take them over to this page where they're now going to be able to enter their email for them to receive an automatic email giving them a coupon code. OmniSend is going to now add that email address into an email list. So you're going to see the emails building up to the point where you're going to get 1,000 emails, 2,000 emails, 3,000 emails for people that are interested in a particular type of product. Email marketing doesn't have to cost anything when you first get started. So this is definitely a powerful way for you to be able to turn visitors into paying customers. So for the most part, this looks decent. You know, I've got all of these other options as to the frequency. How often do I want it to show? You know, where do I want it to show? On mobile, desktop only, or all devices? You know, there's all of these different options that I'd recommend that you go through. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is. And then I'm going to click on enable form. Okay, great. So that's now enabled. And if I just go back over to my site, when someone lands on it, this is what they're going to see. And if I just refresh the page, we're going to see if OmniSend has been able to put the email pop-up. Yep, they have. So when someone sees this, if they select yes, it's then going to take them over to this page where, of course, they can now enter their email address. So those are all of the steps that you need to know when it comes to building a Shopify store, making sure that you've connected it to a Google Search Console account, and most importantly, made sure that you've also connected it to an email marketing software, mainly using OmniSend. That's my recommendation. But most of you right now are probably thinking, but Sam, how exactly are we going to generate sales? What do we need to do when it comes to getting people to land on our website for us to collect their email address in the first place and turn them into a paying customer? You're probably thinking right now that you need to use expensive ads. You need to pay thousands of dollars in Facebook ads, TikTok ads. And I'm not saying that that's a bad idea. And that's something that you should do once you've built up your capital. But there's actually ways that you can get people to land on your website without paying anything whatsoever. This involves using artificial intelligence when it comes to automating the potential of you getting people onto your site. Now this video has already gone on a bit too long, so what I'm going to do is leave a full step-by-step video where I go through everything you need to know when it comes to doing this in the best possible way right there. I'm able to spend a little bit more time walking you through click by click what you need to do when it comes to being able to get traffic onto your site with organic methods. So be sure to watch that video straight after this. And also don't forget to check out the resources down below when it comes to all of the different tools and softwares that I spoke about today, whether it's the AI store builder, AutoDS, and of course OmniSend. Like this video if you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you guys on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.